Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Dramasology Podcast. In this episode, we are covering Reborn Rich episode 4 to 6, starring Song Joong-ki. Yeah, this past 3 episodes were really good. It answered a few of the questions I had from last episode, episode 2, where I mentioned, being unsure about why Song Joong-ki's character was, taking the role of like a villain. He's trying to take over Sun Yang Group, as he said in the preview for episode 7, that he wants to buy Sun Yang Group. That's what he wants, right? And I did mention last episode that I covered that I wasn't sure why he wanted to go this far, given that his grandfather wasn't a terrible person. But this episode 4 to 6 kind of give us like an insight into like why he's doing what he's doing, right? He's doing it for the people. He's doing it for those less privileged, those like his mom that basically bought shares in Sun Yang Life Science, and the company was basically swallowed into by Sun Yang, for their slush fund. So yeah, he does it for those kinds of people, and it's admirable. But I remember seeing I could see his thought process and like why he was saying that, but I find it difficult to believe that somebody like him, and I'm talking about Yoon Hyun-woo, like he's a business person as well, right? He's someone that works in business. He knows how businesses run. I don't think I could fault Sun Yang Group for doing what they do, because we all know, no, people tell us you don't invest in stocks. Like, stocks are volatile. You do not invest your whole life savings into stocks and then be shocked when it disappears. That's the whole point of why people say stocks are not they are not good long-term investments, right? So I don't know why he's shocked that like the company went bankrupt, and like I don't know why he's angry that his mom lost all the money and like people are getting bankrupt because of it. Like, that's, you're not supposed to trust people like that, right? It's not like government bonds or anything. Like, if it was government bonds that you put your whole life savings into and it went bankrupt, then you'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm pissed at that. But like, corporate stocks are not something you're supposed to put money into. So I don't know why he's particularly pissed, and why, I don't know if I like that's the motive they're giving him to take over Sun Yang Group, because I guess the idea is that, oh, he'll take over Sun Yang Group and do better, be a better person. But that's not how businesses work. Right, so I don't fault his grandfather for doing what he did. I know it's illegal, like creating a slush fund to avoid taxes for the succession that he's trying to do, but still, like, I still don't think his grandfather is the worst person. So I don't know if I accept that he's I don't like that that's what they've given him as his like motive. And I'll keep watching to see if I kind of start to relate with him, but for now I don't really relate with that part. So for episode 4, I have to say that I liked watching episode 4, and I like this drama because I think I like seeing a male lead that's rich, that's wealthy, and that it shows. Like, mostly in dramas, when the male lead is wealthy, it's usually a Mark Jang kind of situation where he's usually a cheat and like he's cheating on his wife and stuff like that, right? It's those kind of like Sky Castle kind of character. The other type is if like the male lead is, the only child kind of situation. So he's the only one that is like, or like he's one of 2 children. So there isn't much competition, unlike this drama where it almost seems like he has no chance. He's the last born of like the last born. So his character isn't expected to take over anything, but I just still like that element of him, being in this like extra rich conglomerate family, and just being the young, like I don't know what, there's something about it, and I guess it was a good idea, or else this wouldn't be a drama they were making. But yeah, the whole premise of him being the youngest child, has no chance, but still, fighting for position of the like head of the Sun Yang Group, like there's something very exciting about it. And I just liked him being wealthy, I guess. There's something about just seeing him being pampered and being wealthy and everything that I kind of just like. I remember, right, I liked Golden Spoon. I think I liked that for that fact as well, that like he became like this head and the boss and that kind of thing. So yeah, I have to say that I like the fact that the male lead is considered is rich and also smart, right? That's another thing. He's not it's not fake smart like in like movies where the main character is like rich or wealthy. Like he is not like a fake smart person. He's actually a smart person, and he's not like immature or anything, right? Everything about Sung Joong-ki's character in this drama, Jin Do Jun, is just, I just love seeing it. I love seeing him follow his grandfather, being really smart. Like there's something about it that I'm like, I love this drama already, right? So yeah, I think that's what I really liked, just watching that aspect of this drama. Yeah, and then for season 5, I mean episode 5, I have to say that beginning when I first started this drama, I had my skepticism about the eldest son, in the sense that I wasn't sure, like I thought it was going to be like a villain, right? Because I don't know why, but that's the sense that this drama gave me at first. He has this look about him that's very like, it looks wicked, like he looks like a wicked person. So I had that like preconceived notion that he was going to be a mean person. But I'm actually finding out, like, especially in episode 5, they showed this scene where after he takes over handles still, right, and there's a scene when they're having dinner, and basically his dad, the grandfather, goes, like, tells his wife to give him a new bowl of stew or soup, and like watching him be so emotional about that fact that his father it was basically a compliment. You could tell that growing up he was looked up to his dad, and he wanted his dad's compliments and stuff. So seeing that scene, he almost looked like a child in how that how like emotional he got, and I could see like the tears about to come out of his eyes. And I don't know, that scene was just interesting to me because it kind of changed my perspective about him, and I suddenly realized that, oh, maybe he's not actually going to be like a villain in this character. Maybe he's actually I won't say the good one, but he's not he's not greedy, right, in the sense that he is his son that I'm worried about, right? He's his son that I'm like I worry that he's going to be a problem, right? Because his son is clearly greedy and is clearly like a bad person, but himself, he doesn't seem like a terrible person. And I just liked that scene in that moment, and I really, it was a shock because I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, it's interesting as well that like we're beginning to see this little romance between Shin Hyun-bin's character and Song Joong-ki's character, right? Which is interesting because I don't know how I feel about it yet. I like that in like episode 1 or I think episode 2. I remember there's this moment where he checks her privilege because she was like, oh yeah, but like she was being kind of pretentious, and he was like, no, you're wealthy and don't pretend you're not, right? So I guess this drama isn't going to touch too much on a romantic relationship, which I'm fine with. I don't mind just watching Song Joong-ki's character just take over. Like I'm okay with, if that's just what this drama is going to be about, I'm okay with watching it like that. But yeah, I can sense that I don't know if I feel the chemistry between them yet. On the other hand though, we get introduced to the character of Mo Hyun-min, right? Who is basically the one that's supposed to marry Jin Sung Joon, right? He's supposed to be the eldest daughter-in-law or eldest granddaughter-in-law of the Sun group family, right? And like I can sense she's basically falling in love with Song Joong-ki's character, like Jin Do Jun, which I don't know because this drama is not consistent. Because at the end of episode 6, we see her kind of, I think she's the one that tells Jin Sung Joon, right, that the head of Miracle Investments is your cousin Jin Do Jun, right? So I don't know what role she's supposed to play in this, but I can tell she's kind of interested in Jin Do Jun, this character, like Song Joong-ki's character, which I feel like I sense more chemistry with them. But I know like obviously it's not going to happen. It's just that's not where it's going to go. But like I can sense that she likes him, and in another word, I think I actually still prefer her to Shin Hyun-bin's character. I don't know, Shin Hyun-bin, Seo Min-young is not impressive yet, right? She's not a prosecutor yet or anything, so she's not particularly impressive. Whereas I can see just how smart Mo Hyun-min is, right? Hyun-min seems like a very smart girl, and I actually think that her character and Song Joong-ki's character are very similar. Like they are similar people. They are both very smart. They both know what they want. They are both focused, and so they would get along well But I know that this drama is not going to do that because Shin Hyun-bin is the female lead, which is fine, but I'm enjoying what I'm seeing for now. But yeah, that's my review of episodes 4 to 6. This drama is kind of slow, so I actually now understand why they decided to make this air 3 times a week rather than 2, because even up to episode 6 the drama is still kind of slow. I haven't gotten that sense of like accomplishment. I mean, there are a few scenes where I'm like happy that he's one-upped his grandfather or one-upped one of his uncles, but generally it's still kind of slow, and so I expect to see more of that in episodes to come, because now like they all know who he is and that he's the CEO of Miracle Investments. So I hope that there's more action involved and more stakes, because I think his character needs more stakes. I feel like everything is kind of too easy for him at this point, so giving him more stakes would be good. I realized that Barrow plays his younger brother in the first life, and I don't know if we're also going to see him in the second life, because I would be interested to see how his role will be played out, given that he's somebody that Song Joong-ki's character Yoon Hyun has a connection to, right? An emotional connection to, because I feel like Jin Do Jun is kind of not emotionally tied to anybody in that family, which is a problem because I can't really relate to him yet, because I can't sense any emotional bond with any specific person. So maybe introducing his brother would be an interesting way for this drama to take the plot, but we'll see. But yeah, that's it for episode 4 to 6 of Reborn Rich. I enjoyed watching this couple of episodes, and yeah, thank you guys for listening. You can follow me at facebook.com/Dramasology. I'm also on TikTok, and my website is dramasology.com, where you can basically see all my episodes. Yeah, thank you for listening. I'll see you again next week. Bye.